Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IS Academy. So today in this session we are going to discuss the most important activity which is happening in South Asia. So what if I told you that a single sentence from a Bangladeshi leader in Beijing just redefined the geopolitics of South Asia? That is a sentence that questioned India's sovereignty, that has sparked outrage in Assam, and it triggered a powerful retaliation from New Delhi that could shake the economies of Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and even China. This is not a war with weapons, but it is a war fought with roots, ports, and borders. So, in today's gripping episode, we dive into why India suddenly cut off a vital trade lifeline to Bangladesh. That is a move which linked not to trade disputes but to China's shadow creeping closer to India's most sensitive region, that is the Northeast. Now, who is Professor Mohammad Yunus and why is his visit to China causing ripples across Asia? Why is the tiny 22-kilometer chicken neck corridor suddenly the hottest strip of the land in South Asian strategy? And most importantly, has South Asia just taken its first real step into a new Cold War? So stay with us, because what you are about to hear, it could change the way you understand the region forever. This is the scenario. That is why there was one article in the newspaper, that is in Indian Express, and this is related to India hits back after Yunus Northeast remark and India halts transshipment facility for Dhaka. तो अब इसका क्या इम्पैक्ट हो सकता है, कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्या है इस न्यूज का? So what happened exactly? So let me tell you that this is the context. As you can see here, on 8th April, India cancelled a special trade arrangement, and वो special trade arrangement that allow Bangladesh to send export goods through India to third countries like Bhutan में भेज सकता है इंडिया के थ्रू, नेपाल as well as Myanmar. अब ये फैसिलिटी की शुरुआत कब होती है? This trade facility was started by India in June 2020. That is during the period of COVID. And it helped Bangladesh to use Indian roads and ports to reach other countries of South Asia like Nepal, Bhutan. So, now my question here is, the context here is, why did India cancel it? What is the reason behind this? So, अब इंडिया के कैंसिल करने का कारण क्या है? तो अब ये डिसीजन कब आ रहा है? द डिसीजन केम आफ्टर अ विजिट by Mohammad Yunus, who is the chief advisor of Bangladesh interim government, and he visited China from 26th March to 29th, 2025. And during his visit, Yunus made a controversial statement. Now, what was that controversial statement? That with Northeast India being landlocked, Dhaka is the only guardian of the ocean for all this region. तो अब इंडिया सबक तो सिखाएगा, because Bangladesh is trying to interfere in the territories, that too in Northeast. That is why, and Yunus made one more statement. He suggested that Chinese economy could extend into the northeastern part of India using Bangladesh as a route. तो इनडायरेक्टली यूनुस चाइना को इनवाइट करना चाह रहे हैं इंडिया के नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन में. Now, the issue here is, why did Yunus say these things exactly? What was the reason? क्यों कहा यूनुस ने ऐसा? Now, so let me tell you, this is about the accessibility. That is, it is related to geography plus the current political situation in Bangladesh. Now, The seven sisters of Northeast India have no direct ocean access. The seven sisters are landlocked states. So Yunus said Bangladesh could act as a gateway for China to invest, produce as well as export from this region to the world. अब ऐसा कहना, that has created the outrage. Okay, that has created the outrage also. And India has reacted also. India ने इस चीज पर react भी किया. अब सवाल ये उठता है, how did India react? So India ने अब react कैसे किया? तो वो आज आया है न्यूज़पेपर में. That India rescinded, जिसका मतलब होता है cancelled. So India cancelled the earlier circular that allowed the special transshipment to Bangladesh, that Bangladesh can use Indian ports, roads to send its goods, to export its goods to other third countries like this Nepal, Bhutan, etc. अब सवाल ये होता है, ये डिसीजन लिया किसने? The decision was made by CBIC. As you can see here, India ends transshipment rights from Bangladesh. अब ये डिसीजन कौन ले रहा है? The decision was made by Central Board of Indirect Taxes. जी हाँ, Central Board of Indirect Taxes through a new circular on 8th April 2025. So Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs ने ये decision लिया है. Now, goods which are already in India will be allowed to exit. Clear? Goods which are already in India, they are allowed to exit, but no new shipments under this system will be accepted. कोई नई shipment अब accept नहीं की जाएगी. ये इंडिया ने एक्शन लिया. अब इसके अलावा और किस किसने रिएक्ट किया? Who else reacted? So अजय श्रीवास्तव जी, आप देख सकते हैं इनकी फोटो. अजय श्रीवास्तव जी, he was a former trade officer and head of Global Trade Research Initiative. He is a former head of GTRI, Global Trade Research Initiative, and he said that India gave zero tariff access to Bangladesh. इंडिया ने जीरो टैरिफ एक्सेस दिया है बांग्लादेश को. क्लियर? इंडिया ने जीरो टैरिफ एक्सेस दिया था बांग्लादेश को. अब सवाल ये, बांग्लादेशी, अब किस सेंस में ये बोला? इंडिया गेव जीरो टैरिफ एक्सेस टू बांग्लादेशी गुड्स एक्सेप्ट अल्कोहल एंड सिगरेट्स फॉर 20 ईयर्स. जो इंडिया ने ऑलरेडी ये चीजें दी हुई हैं 20 ईयर्स के लिए, एक्सेप्ट अल्कोहल एंड सिगरेट्स. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, बांग्लादेश इनवाइटिंग चाइना टू बिल्ड दी लमोनीहरत एयरबेस विच इज नियर टू सिलगुरी कॉरिडोर. आप देख सकते हैं इमेज में लमोनीहरत, दिस इज द एयरबेस. यहां पर बांग्लादेश ने इनवाइट किया चाइना को एयरबेस बनाने के लिए, और चाइना अगर एयरबेस यहां पर बनाएगा, इससे इंडिया का पूरा चिकन नेक कॉरिडोर निशाने पर होगा चाइना. क्लियर? सो इट माइट हैव ट्रिगर्ड इंडियाज फॉर दिस मूव. हो सकता है इस वजह से इंडिया ने ऐसा एक्शन लिया और ट्रांसशिपमेंट जो अग्रीमेंट है वो कैंसिल कर दिया. और इसी के साथ ही साथ आसाम के चीफ मिनिस्टर हेमंत बिस्व शर्मा जी ने भी, याद रखिएगा, यूनुस के स्टेटमेंट को काफी ज्यादा क्रिटिसाइज किया. एंड ही कॉल्ड यूनुस स्टेटमेंट एज ऑफेंसिव एंड ही पुश फॉर बेटर ट्रांसपोर्ट लिंक्स विद इन इंडिया सो दैट वी कैन रिड्यूस दी डिपेंडेंस ऑन चिकन नेक, कि हमारे इंडिया में ही इतनी अच्छी रोड कनेक्टिविटी हो ताकि हम चिकन नेक पर डिपेंडेंस को रिड्यूस कर सके, जो कि सिर्फ मात्र 22 किलोमीटर की स्ट्रिप है, एंड दैट कनेक्ट्स नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया टू द रेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्री. नाउ व्हाई इज दिस इंपॉर्टेंट? अब ये इतना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों है? सो लेट मी टेल यू दैट बांग्लादेश की ट्रेड जो है भूटान और नेपाल, म्यांमार के साथ, इससे सफर कर सकती है. तो ये जो इंडिया ने मूव लिया है ये काफी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो विद दिस बांग्लादेश ट्रेड विद भूटान, नेपाल, म्यांमार कुड सफर. व्हाई? इट इज बिकॉज दोज रूट्स डिपेंडेंट ऑन इंडियाज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. ये इंडिया के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे डिपेंड करते हैं. क्लियर? नाउ व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट नेपाल एंड भूटान बोथ आर लैंडलॉक्ड कंट्रीज. Now these countries might now face trouble accessing Bangladesh. Now अब ये कंट्रीज हो सकता है ट्रबल फेस कर सकती हैं बांग्लादेश में एक्सेस करने के लिए. नाउ अब सवाल यहां पर आता है वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, इज दिस अगेंस्ट दी डब्ल्यूटीओ रूल्स? डब्ल्यूटीओ विच टॉक्स अबाउट फ्री ट्रेड, है ना? नाउ इज दिस अगेंस्ट दी डब्ल्यूटीओ रूल्स? मे बी। WTO रूल क्या कहता है? WTO रूल सेज दैट कंट्रीज मस्ट अलाउ फ्रीडम ऑफ ट्रांजिट फॉर लैंडलॉक कंट्रीज। कंट्रीज मस्ट अलाउ फ्रीडम ऑफ ट्रांजिट। तो अब WTO का रूल कहता है कंट्रीज मस्ट अलाउ फ्रीडम ऑफ ट्रांजिट फॉर landlocked countries. Okay, that is why before WTO there was an organization called as GATT, and Article 5th of GATT and WTO trade facilitation agreement article number 11. so GATT का कौन सा आर्टिकल है? GATT article 5th and WTO trade facilitation article 11. Now these two articles demands that no unnecessary delays, clear, then transparent and simple transit procedures, no special transit charges should be taken. ये कहते हैं WTO के रूल्स। तो अगर इंडिया ने लैंडलॉक कंट्रीज को यूज करने नहीं दिया तो हो सकता है that may be considered as a violation of WTO rules. तो ओवरऑल अभी हमने जो चीजें देखी, what can be the implications? So there can be strategic implications. There can be strategic implications. Now how strategic implications? First of all, strategic implication कैसे होंगे? अब यूनुस ने जो स्टेटमेंट दिया, यूनुस स्टेटमेंट was seen as a provocative and strategically charged, which suggests that Bangladesh could control the access to Northeast India and act as a platform for China. And his idea of linking the Northeast India with China's economic zone was perceived as infringing on Indian sovereignty as well as security, especially near the Siliguri corridor, which is India's only land connection to the northeastern states. है ना? अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, तो इंडिया ने अब इसके पीछे क्या रिस्पॉन्स दिया? अब इंडिया का रिस्पॉन्स क्या है? इंडिया ने कैंसिल कर दिया ट्रांसशिपमेंट फैसिलिटी। So what is the response of India? India cancelled the transshipment facility and India sends a clear message that India will not tolerate the strategic shift by the neighbors that may favor China at the cost of India's security interest. And the move is economic retaliation with geopolitical roots. Clear? So अब बांग्लादेश इससे क्या फेस कर सकता है? This can be an economic fallout for Bangladesh. Economic fallout. Now how this can be acted as an economic fallout? Now Bangladesh will face the longer routes. अब बांग्लादेश अगर इंडिया की टेरिटरी यूज नहीं कर पाएगा for trade and commerce, so Bangladesh is going to face the longer route, higher cost as well as logistical uncertainty. So exporters targeting Bhutan, Nepal, Myanmar may be directly hit. समझ में आ रहा है? So Bhutan and Nepal might also protest since their trade depends on Indian routes only and access to Bangladeshi ports like Chittagong also. तो अब ये यूनुस को पहले सोचना चाहिए था जब आपने बोला गार्डियन ऑफ दी ओशन रीजन, गार्डियन फॉर नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स, है ना, बांग्लादेश एज ए गार्डियन ऑफ द ओशन। इंडिया ने रोक दिया। अब इंडिया दिखा रहेगा कि कौन है असलियत में गार्डियन। नाउ व्हाट इज द डोमेस्टिक पॉलिटिकल एंगल हियर? अब यहां पर डोमेस्टिक पॉलिटिकल एंगल क्या हो सकता है ना? लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल हेमंत बिश्व शर्मा's strong reaction which reflects the sensitive politics around the northeast India as well as national security, and that is why Hemant Biswa Sharma, his push for better internal connectivity, and this indicates the long term plans to reduce the dependence on Bangladesh for maritime access. Apart from this, there are some legal and global trade issues also. Now how legal and global trade issues? अब इससे हो सकता है WTO से इंडिया कुछ फेस करे। इंडिया माइट फेस सिक्योरिटी फॉर और स्क्रूटनी भी हो सकती है इंडिया की. इंडिया माइट फेस स्क्रूटनी फॉर वायलेटिंग द WTO रूल्स like Article 5th of GATT 1994, which ensures that landlocked countries can move goods without any restrictions. And then Trade Facilitation Agreement of WTO, that is Article number 11 of WTO, which says that, which strengthen these obligations. So now the thing here is, India must now balance its sovereign security interest with the international trade obligations. Clear? So these are some important aspects. So overall, this video, what the things that we have discussed, this shows the interplay between the geopolitics, economics, international law. So a single statement by a transitional leader in Bangladesh supporting China's expansion, that too near sensitive Indian region, it has resulted in India pulling a key trade facility. While the move defends India's strategic interest, its risk creating trade tensions with the neighbors and also legal friction under the WTO norms. So overall, if you see, what started as a diplomatic visit, so it turned into a geopolitical storm, and what was once a trade corridor may now become it has now become a new fault line in South Asian politics. So India has drawn a line in the sand, and that too loud and clear, that strategic security comes first. And if that means so ending trade privileges even for neighbors, so be it. But the bigger question now is this, that is South Asia drifting into a new China-India chessboard where smaller nations are pawns? Or will Bhutan, Nepal and Myanmar now be pulled into a larger power game? Or can regional diplomacy find a way to untangle this growing web of rivalry and retaliation? So let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Was India's move justified? Or is this just the beginning of deeper trouble in the neighborhood? So if you found this video insightful, share it, like it and subscribe to our channel Legacy IAS Academy, because we bring you the truth behind the headlines. No filters, no fluff. This is impact where policy meets power. Thank you so much.